Hi, this is my first video and this will be an unboxing of all of my art supplies. I recently moved back in March and I haven't had time to unbox any of my supplies. I am an art teacher, and so during the year it's really hard for me to get anything done. So I am on summer break and I'm gonna be unboxing all the stuff in this box. And also my cat just came in and she wants to say hi. Just a second. So this is Taylor. Say hi, Taylor. So these are some paintbrushes that I bought last year. I haven't really tried them, but they're supposed to hold a lot of water because I do a lot of watercolor. So that's just some of my collection of paintbrushes. I use this box to save one of my palettes and my scissors. Here's another ceramic palette that I have. And I bought a set of acrylic gouache from Liquitex. I did try them and one time and I did really enjoy them. Here's a whole bunch of set of paintbrushes. I bought the Craftimo brushes by I'm a Wonder, which I've been really enjoying because they have a very fine tip. I have some acrylic markers. Those are from Grabby, and the other ones were given to me by school when I graduated. These are just some random things, some ink, date stamp. Let's see, this is, I think, like a top gloss. I have some spray fixative for my sketchbook when I use pencil so that it doesn't transfer. Here's another random box that I just had stuff in. A very nice metal ruler that my friend gifted me. These pens, I forgot when I got them, but they're very fine. I really like them. Some more pens, and then a set of Posca markers that I have not opened yet. It's just like black, gold, and silver. And just some box with more random things like tape, sharpener, gold paint. That gold paint was by this artist, Katie Rogers, that's her name. She's on Instagram. And she was selling art supplies for a while. I don't know if they're still available. They were under Paper Fashion, I believe. I need to double check. But again, just more random stuff, tape, masking fluid, some glue, a paint bottle that should not be there. I need to put it back in its box. Let's see, some gouache. These are not acrylic, but they were not my favorite. I know a lot of people like these. I did not. They were not my favorite. For the acrylic gouache, I bought this paint palette so that the acrylic doesn't dry out, and this has been in the box for 4 or 5 months already, and that paint it's still wet, so it really works. My other set of Liquitex acrylic gouache, and that's where that paint goes. I'm very excited to use those. I think I've done just a couple of paintings with that set of paint. So really looking forward to trying them out. Some finishing gloss, acrylic clear gloss. It's been a while since I've used it. I don't normally work with acrylic paint, but hopefully next with acrylic gouache. These are some watercolors. I think I used them one time so far. Hopefully I get to try them out soon. Some artist pencils that I keep in hand, and just these pencils, the Blackwing, I really like. I want to get the ones that don't have any glare. Yeah, I've been wanting to try them out, but they're pricey. The box set costs like $30. Another set of watercolor. Watercolor is my favorite medium. That's a Paul Rubens set. And it came in that box, but in that box I'm storing a different watercolor palette. I believe this is kind of like a shimmer palette from, oh my god, I already forgot the brand. I just saw it. Arteza. But I didn't really enjoy those. And I also have Crayola, since I'm an art teacher, and sometimes Crayola is all we have in class, so I like to always test out things if I'm experimenting for a new project. Some Prismacolor. You can never go wrong with Prismacolor. They're one of my favorites. Maybe I'll share a story later about my experience with colored pencils. Here's a box again with more random stuff. I have some gesso for prepping canvases, some kneaded erasers, more Crayola watercolors, an ink brush, which it's really fun to use, paintbrush cleaner, ink, which I haven't used in a while. That was paint that I used to paint the bottom of some shoes. I was trying to get some red bottoms. And some more metal rulers. Just random bunch of stuff inside of that box. These are actually some of my most favorite watercolor sets. These are the Gansai Tambi watercolor. I have two sets, and the colors are very vibrant. If you use very little water, they almost look like gouache because they're that bright. These are just sticky notes, but in the next box, let me show you some random mounting tape. But that box has some really amazing watercolor set. Again, these are all Gansai Tambi watercolors, Kuretake Gansai Tambi. And I got those from Choosing Keeping. They curate a lot of art supplies, and so I couldn't find these colors, so I bought all these little sets. I think I'm only missing one, and those live inside of that box. And this box was also given to me by the university when I was working on my master's program. We had a summer session where we did printing, and we learned how to print using the jelly print. So that was really fun. Been wanting to try that out with my students. Let's see, another acrylic marker set. These are a brush tip, so it makes it easier to cover more space. I think these are a set of Coley Rays Prismacolors. They don't erase as easily. I think they're not as waxy. And then, let's see, just more random stuff. Oh no, these are some watercolors, I believe. I can't remember. And then just some extra pencils. And let's see, oh, these are the little inserts, or it's almost like wax paper for that palette so that the acrylic paint doesn't dry out. This is a, oh my god, I can't remember the name of the brand. But it came with a set of lead pencils. And this is a set of acrylic wash that my friend brought back to me from Japan. So I can't wait to try those out. And I got these acrylic like inks, I believe. It's been a while. The name of the artist is Heikala. I know she has a YouTube channel, and I've used them one time, and I haven't really played around with them ever since. I remember them drying really quickly, and so I had to be careful when mixing water into them. It was really hard to gauge like how much water to use, so I think that's why I haven't used them. And then I have these sets of Artex gouache, and they do look dried, but this has happened to me before, so I just need to rehydrate them and I can continue to use them. I have several sets. That last box, I can't remember what I had. Let's see. Oh, more watercolor palettes. These are from Jane Davenport. They sell this brand at Michael's, and she also creates art. I believe she does have an Instagram page, and these are from Paper Fashion or artist Katie Rogers. Again, I don't know if these are still available, but those are some of my favorite watercolors to work from. So those got a lot of use. And then that last one, I don't remember where I got that set from. And then last summer, I splurged on the Faber-Castell Polychromos colored pencils. I think it's a 250 pencil set. I used them once in my sketchbook. It's really hard as an art teacher to just make art in my free time, so I do need to dig into those. And this box has more Prisma colored pencils, some seeds, and these are little paintings I did. That one's acrylic gouache. That one's also acrylic gouache. I used the Liquitex paint. These are just little pastel, chalk pastel little palettes. They almost look like eyeshadows. I've used them a couple of times over watercolor. And these are just some things I saved from my trip from New York last year. I went to the Met. And I hope you enjoyed the video. This is the end. And hopefully I post again. See you guys soon.